and welcome to another Postdoc vlog. I am Iris and I am a postdoc, and sorry if you missed a video in the last few weeks. Let's just say I was busy being a postdoc. A lot of projects kind of converged all of a sudden and I had to do lots of things that I didn't like. For example, the proofs came back for the Geodynamics 101 paper, and you would think proofs are exciting to get, right? For those of you who don't know, the proofs basically, once you have a paper that has been accepted, the journal will make it look pretty with a copy editor and a typesetter, and then you get the proof, like what it will look like in the journal or the final PDF, because you will never actually see the journal because you cannot afford that. But putting that aside, the proofs should be an exciting stage of the publishing thing, like the publishing road, right? Because you finally get to see it in its final form. And I always trick myself into believing this. And then when I get the proofs, I'm always reminded that it actually sucks. Because for some reason, copy editors, typesetters, they just like to mess up my stuff. For example, what I have been doing with these proofs is we had bold words, bold terms inside the text, throughout the text, because we have a glossary explaining those terms. We thought that would be useful because it's an educational kind of paper. They removed all of the bold terms because they were like, you don't need them, right? So I've been reinstating those. I've also clicked on all the links so that I could say the last access date for the references. And now I only need to do 100 or so references for which I need to provide the link and the pages in the journal where, you know, it has been published in years ago. So as you can imagine, very exciting things. So I was kind of doing that, and also to escape from that, I was exploring Berlin. Can you believe it? Yes, I know, I went to the city center. Crazy. And that was quite nice. Berlin is a big city. But I know why you're here. The story you've all been waiting for. The Lamp Saga. What has happened with the lamps? Well, let me tell you. After we had the whole Lamp Saga and everything was in the unknown, I once again sent an email saying, what's going on? And they told me, actually, the apartment comes without lamps because your apartment is unfurnished, which I obviously knew for a long time already. So I was a little bit pissed off as to why nobody had told me just, you know, fix your own lamps, because then I would have done it months ago. God, why did this take so long? But whatever. I took matters into my own hand. I was going to get these lamps installed. And when I say I don't mean I, because I don't know how to install lamps. And also, again, the ceiling is 4.5 meters high. So I don't think that's a good idea. So I figured out that there was a website called TaskRabbit, highly recommended. And there you can say whatever you need to be done, and you can pick your handyman, and then they will come and do the thing. So I'd written a little note with, hi, I need to install 4 lamps. Also, the ceiling is 4.5 meters high. And there was this lovely handyman who spoke English, thank God. And he said, yes, I'll do that. Although the 4.5 meters will be a bit tricky, perhaps. I have a ladder that's 2 meters. That's not going to cut it. You know, on the surface, things were all right. I had arranged a handyman. I just needed to figure out the 4.5 meter ceiling thingy. Now, luckily, my apartment had said, once you get to the point of hanging up lamps, you can borrow a ladder from us. I thought it was time to call in that favor, and I emailed them once again saying, hi, something different this time. I am actually installing my own lamps. Can I have a ladder? Yes. The answer was yes. I could borrow a ladder. That would be 15 euros, please. Okay, great. The day arrived. The day of the lamp installation. I know. First of all, the person with the ladder needed to arrive, and thank God the ladder arrived, and then he was like, do you have 15 euros for me? So I said, yes, of course I do. I only don't have it like 15 euros. I have a 50 euro note. Yeah, so it was all very much off radar, this exchange of ladder borrowing money, and he didn't have any change with him. There was no card payment. Not going to question it. this did present me with a little problem because I did not have 15 euros as just like 15 euros. I panicked a bit, but I couldn't panic for too long because the handyman was going to arrive. So I said, I will sort it out, don't worry. And then the handyman arrived and he was installing the lamps. And the first thing that happened with the lamps was that there was this huge spark and it was terrifying, and I thought, oh my god, what is happening? Turns out some things were loose and it was all very dangerous and they hadn't installed that properly, and oh my god. Whatever, everyone survived. The lamps were arranged. The one lamp here, the ceiling lamp, the big lamp for which we needed the big ladder, was also installed, but it was an IKEA lamp, as all the other lamps. But this was an IKEA lamp that needed so many individual flowers to be detached, and I couldn't do that beforehand because the nature of the lamp for some reason is that you can only do that once it is hanging, in this case at 4.5 meters height. So this poor handyman was clicking in all these individual flowers. I felt very sorry for him. I have lamps now, and in the end I managed to go to the supermarket, exchange my money, got to pay off the mysterious ladder man who left via the windows. I don't care anymore. There are lamps. There is light. That has been the conclusion of the Lamp Saga. And that is why I have called this video The Return of the Lamp Lord. Because I am now the Lamp Lord. There was actually a suggestion by Maaike, one of my friends. Hi. And she suggested, you know, all this problem about lamps with the landlord, you should call it the Lamp Lord. And I did very much like that suggestion. So here you go, Maaike. This has been The Return of the Lamp Lord, the conclusion, hopefully, of the Lamp Saga. And now, my house is more or less finished, apart from the wall that's not painted, that they should paint, that they have forgotten. I should probably email them. I don't want to. That has been my postdoc update for today. I will see you in the next video. Bye! If you want to know anything else about publishing and why I think it mostly sucks, do leave a comment below.